This week on Tumbleweed and Tocai, we explore the wonders of Cappadocia, see some interesting art at Haci Bektas Museum, and observe some interesting tabletop cooking techniques. Hi, I'm Jill, and this is Terry, and together with our Puli Tocai and our van Tumbleweed, we're traveling around Turkey. This is our Puli in flying puppy mode. Good morning. Tocai and I are off on our morning walk. And usually we just sort of amble about. But today we had this set of rocks behind us, so I walked up here to sort of check it out. But Tocai and rocks and gullies and stuff just don't go together, so we're probably going to go back to someplace flat. We are at the Haci Bektas Veli Museum. It's a museum about a dervish sect. The first courtyard has the Threes fountain. Above the fountain is a Star of David that was used in pre-Islamic times and aligned with the ancient Turkish calendar. The second courtyard in this important Turkish pilgrimage site is the actual Haci Bektas Lodge. He was an important philosopher and mystic in the Sufi tradition. This amazing wooden ceiling is made with a dovetail technique and represents the 9 levels of the vault of heaven. Haci Bektas was the founder of the Bektashi Sufi order, and his teachings centered on human rights, gender equality, and kindness toward all living beings. These are rooms for cooking and storage. The lion was brought from Egypt, and the fountain symbolizes strength and purity. Many pilgrims, particularly of the Alevi faith, consider the water to be holy and drink it during their visit. The museum consists of 3 courtyards, each leading deeper into the spiritual heart of the order. You can visit the lodge itself, and then these beautiful tombs of the saint and his followers. This museum was the spiritual center of the Bektashi order. It houses the mausoleum of Haci Bektas, and its architecture showcases the symbolic elements important to their philosophy. During the secularization of Turkey by Ataturk, many of the most sacred relics were moved to Bektashi lodges in Albania and Bosnia. His philosophy promoted universal love and the unity of humanity, and deep respect for all people, regardless of their religious or social backgrounds. He's famously quoted as having said, "The best book to read is a human being," advocating strongly for social equality. The Bektashi order is also historically known for its progressive stance, allowing women to participate equally in rituals and spiritual leadership. Haci Bektas Veli emphasized inner knowledge and rational thinking over rigid, dogmatic rituals. It was an interesting, informative, and beautiful place to visit. Next, we traveled off through the wilds of Turkey toward Cappadocia, the place we had heard so much about. Cappadocia's landscape is surreal, it's otherworldly, and located in central Anatolia in Turkey. It is defined by dramatic volcanic rock formations, cone-shaped so-called fairy chimneys, and expansive deep valleys. It was carved over millions of years by erosion, and it features an extensive network of ancient, human-made underground cities and cliffside cave dwellings. These iconic mushroom and cone-shaped pillars, representative to many of Cappadocia itself, were formed millions of years ago when volcanic eruptions blanketed the high plateau with a thick ash and soft rock called tufa. The wind and water erosion slowly wore away the harder upper layers of basalt, protecting the softer rock beneath to create these towering spires. Another of the iconic sights of Cappadocia are the hot air balloons. But unfortunately for us, we didn't get to see them because the weather just did not cooperate. The entire time we were there, the winds were just too high for the balloons to fly. We enjoyed just parking up, hanging out, playing with the pulley, and watching the light move across the incredible landscape.
I hope it's as good as it is showy.
Me too. It's supposed to be beef stew in there, right?
Beef something.
Interesting. Salad, sour cabbage, and yogurt. Thank you.
Okay.
Came in here to look for dried mangoes, and we scored, but no pecans. We're not finding pecans anywhere. But there's all these sweet treats. Lots and lots of nuts, and a lot of dried fruits. And there's the mango we got. All the herbs.
Thank you.
Yep. Gorame, the geographic hub of the area and the commercial hub of the area, was a little too busy for me, and we were there in the off-season. But it's surrounded by some of the iconic landscapes, the undulating ridges of the Rose Valley and the, let's call them phallic, rock pillars of Love Valley. Because the remaining volcanic tuff is incredibly easy to carve, yet hardens when you expose it to air, ancient civilizations carved out these very chimneys. They hollowed them out to create homes, hidden monasteries, and fresco-adorned churches. We traveled through more of the Cappadocia region through this area of mixed orchards and vineyards on our way to Kaimakli underground city. Here we go. We're going up into the underground city. Beneath the surface, you can explore massive subterranean networks, cities buried totally underground. They contain miles of tunnels, air shafts, and multiple level living spaces used as refuges in the times of invasion.
Alright, we literally have a choice, left or right.
There is a big stone circular door, and this is the open position, and if they rolled it over here, that room up there would be closed off. More winery. They must have had vats or amphoras stored in those niches.
So here we are in this underground city,
Kaimakli.
which I'm glad we are seeing, but I do not find it a particularly enjoyable event.
Taking a little QK at the bottom of the Kaimakli underground city, and it has been interesting. Glad I'm seeing it, but I will never need to see another underground city. Ever, I don't think. Well, who knows? There might be one out there that I should go see, but for right now, I think I'm appeased. This is supposedly one of the more accessible ones, but you have to bend pretty much in half to go through the little tunnels, and unfortunately their lighting is uplighting, so when you get to a step, the light blinds you, so you can't see anything anyway. There's where we came up. In the kitchen. Virtually undistinguishable from any other room. This rock is in the kitchen, and my guess is that all those little holes were places to store spices or grains or seeds or nuts, whatever they needed to store and keep handy. And here we have another stone door, but it's toppled over, so I don't think it's ever opening or closing anything. Or where they would have ground up their grain. But for me, I'm giving that a very firm NRV. NRV, NRV, NRV.
NRV, no return visit.
There's all the junk you can buy. Junky junk, 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 junk. Thank you for watching our videos. We hope you like them, and if you do, please give us a like and consider subscribing down below. And join us next time on Tumbleweed and Tocai as we continue south and east in Turkey.